In today's video, Manzer is going to be getting his first chiropractic adjustment, and Nika is also going to be getting one, and I just discovered that Manzer is limping, so she's going to be checking that out as well. During this vet visit, we also had a horse camp going on, so be prepared for all the chaos. Independent little turd. He is. He really likes humans a lot, so our vet asked if we could take Manzer outside of the round pen so she could watch him move a little bit more freely. We're going to ask him for a trot here so she can determine which leg it is that he's limping on. And if you watch here, it appears to be the right hind leg. I think it's right hind.
I wonder when my mom's going to start hoof picking him.
I've been picking up his feet.
Probably does already.
I mean using a horse pick.
I haven't used a hoof pick on him, but I do pick up his feet.
I always would take like a rock and just tap on their foot. I'm sure you do that too, just to get them used to that noise, you know?
He's pinning his ears.
No, he's not.
He was a minute ago.
Just wondering what
He's like, what's this?
He's very curious about that.
And he likes to chew on stuff. He's like, I just don't.
Have you guys raised a foal, or is this?
Nope, he's my first, well, Miss Kitty mare,
Okay.
who's 26 years old, was born at my parents' farm, but that's it. And with her, it was like, Mare just had her in the field, nobody saw anything, she was fine, we weaned her, it was good, no problem.
What a good boy.
It's like, why does that have my foot?
Ooh.
Yeah, he's chewing on our lead rope. I'm letting him to keep him busy, so he's not thinking about what's going on.
What if he bites the palm?
He can't. He can't chew through that.
It's really strong.
He can chew on it, but he's not going to chew through
It's
it.
like really strong.
Gives him something to do.
Yeah, don't choke. Can he bite some apple?
I don't know. I wouldn't try that yet, though, because he could very easily choke on it.
Mommy, let's show him how he kicks her on the butt.
Not right now, honey.
How he does what?
He kicks the ball around.
He does?
The big red one.
He has so much fun.
He's like, what are you doing to my baby?
I don't find anything. Just probably just running it straight or
Yeah.
whatever. What you worry about is joint.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, and it can show up later.
Right.
Okay. So let's check his back. He's a cool little foal.
He is.
What good timing with your family
Yep.
to raise a foal. right?
Absolutely. So I've not haltered him yet.
Oh, he's not haltered. Okay.
Nope.
So you chase him around.
I can hold him very easily, so that's not a problem.
Yeah, just keep him in one spot.
Yep,
a little
I
bit.
can do that.
You haven't haltered him, huh?
Nope, I'm gonna wait a little while. I'm gonna do it. I want to do it with. I want to teach him to give to the pressure of it first before I actually put a halter on him. So I'm gonna use a rope instead, a lariat, and work on getting him to move his hindquarters and that kind of stuff first.
Wow.
So, yeah. But we've been working on pressure and release and all those things.
I imagine it'll almost be like natural to a foal. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, exactly.
That's good.
He puts his tail up just like a white-tailed deer.
He's.
Yeah, he's like, oh, that's amazing.
Oh, sorry.
There you go, dude.
Yeah.
There you go, little dude.
It's fun. I jump on the mare and I go cantering around the yard bareback, and he comes trucking along behind. It's so fun. He's been getting a little adventurous lately, though.
He's gonna get, of course, more.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I'm gonna go over here. What, Tova? Nika? Well, honey, I've been riding her bareback and stuff. I could put a saddle on her anytime. I just don't really have time. When can I barrel race her? I could barrel race her next summer if I wanted to. So.
You could even this year if you
Yep.
wanted to.
Yeah, I could now if I wanted to, but she needs lots of exercise before that could happen. Because we wouldn't want her to pull a muscle or hurt herself. Technically, okay, I'm going to say this on video. Technically, she is my husband's horse because his name's on her papers, and he bought her when she was a year old. She was actually born here, but we didn't own this place at the time.
How about that?
Yep, she was born right, I think, in the parking lot, but it wasn't a parking lot then. So yeah, that's Jason's horse, but I started barrel racing her when he was deployed the first time, and she was very young. She was like 5, so she needed to continue to be ridden.
When are you going to take Manzer away from Nika?
I will wean him from her when I see her being ready for that. Like, I think 4 months is about typical.
Well, it's up to you.
Yep.
Some people, like if you're production, they wean them at 4 months. I never saw any reason to do it earlier than 6 months.
Yeah.
Even closer to a year makes it so much easier on everybody.
Okay.
But it depends on your housing,
Yep.
what you're doing with the mare.
Yep, exactly. Okay.
Mine stayed till a year,
Okay,
but
well, that's good
I had
to
a
know.
bunch of pasture.
Yeah, and you have no
It's
reason
fine.
to separate them.
Yeah.
Well, for me, here's a question.
She needs a work, you can wean her.
Do you see any issue with breeding her again?
No.
Okay, so that's a possibility. So if that's the case, then in the spring, she would go back to the breeder, and she would be there for the
Weeding.
Yeah,
You couldn't do that as a weeding.
yeah. So, but my thoughts is I kind of want to put him and her out with the herd. And then when it came time for her to leave, she would just be pulled out of the herd and done.
And he's got friends
And
already.
it'd be an easy process. So
Yep.
that's a thought.
Yep, the easier the better.
And right now, I separate them for about half hour to an hour a day.
That's great.
And they're both very comfortable with it. I leave his door open to the paddock so he can go in and out. I don't lock him in the stall, but I want him to get used to being separated without being too anxious about it.
And he just sits in there and eats.
Yeah, he just sits there and
He
eats.
doesn't even care.
He seems like he's really well adjusted for that.
I didn't think about that.
Hey, Mommy, I have a question. Would you ever
Him and Bear would probably be good. What's
Would you
that?
ever breed Blossom in Nakona?
I would love to breed Blossom and Kona someday, but we can only have so many horses, and I have a really hard time selling them.
Why do you?
I'm not good at that.
I can ask my mom if I want.
Yeah.
Hey, Reese. Don't let her. Reese.
If you guys want to scratch on that mare, I bet you she would be pretty excited about that.
You could.
Huh?
You could rent the horse.
On that mare.
You are a really nice boy.
Well, you gotta have enough money. It costs money. He walks pretty.
I mean, man, you can tell he's had nice handling.
I actually just have. My mom put all almost like so. You're like, I don't even have school fish. My
Well,
mom.
the world seems to love him. He has a very large following of people.
He's just really nice about handling. He
Yeah.
doesn't break anything.
Money for sure. No, I didn't.
Jason was scratching him one day, and you know how they want to like scratch you back.
Yes.
He got my hand right in the neck, and it was pretty like you know how when horses bite each other, you hear like their skin snap.
Yep.
It was that.
Ouch.
He was like, oh my god. I'm like, I warned you.
I couldn't believe how much it hurt.
Oh yeah.
There you go, dude.
You guys are gonna watch a her get adjusted too. Do any of you ever go to the chiropractor? Do you ever switch sides?
I know sometimes. I don't know about Dr. Tim. It's a little work, so I'm like, oh, well, maybe I have.
Oh, he's just great.
Yeah.
And standing apart from her.
Yeah. Well, he gets a lot of apartness.
That's really nice.
And he gets a lot of handling, but I'm really fussy about who handles him in house.
You put him in a trailer yet?
Not yet, but that's coming. No, that's coming soon. No, he'll jump right in there.
He'll jump right in after and not care who, right?
Yep.
And that is what you want.
Yep.
And you didn't want to breed her right away because she had trouble with her too.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't want to do it. What? A beam? Oh yes. I have a video on that. What you're seeing now is our vet is doing what's called a tail pull on Manzer, and it's an excellent stretch for the horse's back. So basically she's taking a hold of the base of the tail and she's applying pressure in a downward motion, kind of in the same line as his spine. Manzer was so good and patient for his entire exam. I would say the whole thing with the exam and adjustment probably took about a half an hour, and the whole time he just stood so nicely. There's a little bit of fussing around that you've seen throughout the video, but that's the worst that it got. So I'm really, really pleased with how he did for his first chiropractic adjustment. After he stops fussing around, you can see when he settles, he'll start to lick and chew with his mouth, and his expression sort of changes. His ears are forward. He looks like he's rather enjoying himself. So I'm sure it feels really good to have body work done after everything that he's been through. If you're not familiar with Manzer's journey, be sure to check out his playlist because this guy has quite a history from the time he was born. I'll put a link to his playlist in the description below. And his front feet too, he kind of like, I've noticed he's kind of sticking his toes out a little bit. I don't know. He was windswept really bad when he was born. And now I think he's straightened out pretty good in the back. But now I'm watching his front feet. I don't know if that's just normal.
Good boy. Good. Very nice.
Now our vet is doing a few simple leg stretches with Manzer just to get him loosened up. We do these on a pretty regular basis with our horses. It's very helpful.
So, when you next get a chance, just stand behind him and put your hands on his stifle. Just feel the creaking and groaning. That it's just a growing horse.
Oh, okay.
I think, right? But
Okay.
do that and put your hand on his stifles and just rock him back and forth.
Okay.
And you're just gonna feel.
Okay.
And it's interesting.
Can I turn him loose?
You can turn him loose.
Okay.
He is good.
Wait, why does it look like I'm going to my mom?
See, his legs look, even since
Why is he
his legs are getting way stronger and straighter.
Yeah, and that was not very long ago. So.
Yes, there, he's really,
Are you going to do
he's
the
up more.
And he's been
Yeah,
bucking and doing the splits. He literally does the splits.
Yeah, he did the flip a couple times in the grass.
In the mud.
Yeah.
In the mud.
I think it's great to adjust him.
Okay,
When he's
good.
little like this, that's great.
Yeah, because then he gets used to it. He's
Well,
had his
and
blood-
just get him back
Yeah, and
lined
get him
up so
lined
he
up.
can grow, you know?
Awesome.
Or so he can grow correctly.
Hey, Brandi, when I was walking
Help
beside
him grow correctly.
Yes. How often would you say to have him adjusted?
Just every like 6 months.
6 months. Do it again in the spring. Yeah. It's always great peace of mind when your vet can take a look at your animals and make them feel better. So I think Nika and Manzer are feeling really good after their adjustment, and I'm really happy with all the things that our vet had to say about Manzer. If you want to learn more about horses and follow my journey with horsemanship, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ding that little bell so you don't miss anything. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.